What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm blessed, bro. How you doing?
All good. Can't complain.
Man, I'm in Canada right now. Been traveling all throughout Canada. I was in the more like upper northern part of Canada in the Saskatchewan area. I've
Yeah.
came down to like the British Columbia area, so it's been beautiful. It's a lot different over here. There's a lot more mountains and water. So let me show you all the view real quick.
Damn. Damn. I heard it's a lot of wolves out there for real.
Oh yeah, wolves, bears. I seen a fox for the first time. They got a lot of wolves for sure. The coyotes, all of
Man,
that, especially over here.
I gotta go out there to see that. Like Canada, I've been hearing about that since I was a child, but I never been out there before. Is it like warm all the time, or is it cold? I know it's cold all the time, right?
They think it's warm. I'm from Phoenix, so ain't too much gonna get hotter than Phoenix. So I think it's been beautiful. It's probably been like 80 degrees, 90 degrees, but with a cool breeze. Yeah, it's been real nice. Maybe 90, probably in the 80s, honestly, like 85. But everything over here is Celsius, so I don't even know how to tell the temperature.
Damn. It seems like you ain't got no streets out there because I ain't never seen like I don't know. It just seemed like woods. That's all I seen Canada about, like woods and everything like that. I ain't,
A lot in the Vancouver and British Columbia area for sure, and that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I
So
like I like secluded areas like that, like real secluded. You just by yourself, nobody around and nothing.
that's the goal, bro.
Man,
And,
that's
and
living
that's
right
what
there.
we're gonna build is the communities of such, and ducked off you to where we don't got to depend on any of these any of these commercial, corporations. We could just build off of our own laws, our own regulations, have everything within our own church and our own ministry. And I really want to cover as well too with you, like going over a 508c1a. We'll leave that for another call. But what I want everybody to do right now is look into a 508c1a and getting that established. It's a private, irrevocable trust in which, especially, what my business partner Taekwon X teaches with changing your status and operating in the private, right? If we want to operate in the private, we got to have proper entities as well too to operate within the private. And so, Taekwon's going to show you how to change your status from, dead in the system to, um, you know, to taking back what's yours to, take to taking back ownership, to taking back, um, you know, ownership in the estate, and that's what he's doing, and that's what he's teaching. And I'm more on the consumer law side, and where specifically today I'm going to teach you guys, and keeping in the lanes of just showing you guys step by step. I'm going to get straight to the point on how to get the bag from the reporting agency. So what I want everybody to do before anything is go follow my business partner Taekwon X's channel. Where can they find the channel at? What's the name of it?
Search, just search up Taquan X, TAQUANE space X. That's it, Taquan X.
Yep, to Quandex. And
Yeah.
through there, you guys are going to find a lot about status change and a little bit about what I was mentioning and more in his teachings. He also covers, a lot more different things that will help every single individual, in the lanes of everything in which I teach as well, too. So everything me and him teach go hand in hand. And as you apply both of those, that's how you're going to operate in your true power. I'm going to show you guys how to get the bag on the commercial side. He's going to show you guys how to, change from the public into the private, and take back ownership in the estate. And he's going to show you how to really tap into that open end credit plan, in which I really cover and show you guys. But before you do so, you got to change your status. A lot of you guys want to tap into this account, but haven't even changed your status. And so that's where Taekwon's going to come in place, and that's where you guys can get in contact with him. And so on today's live, I wanted to, come on here and just let you guys know that we all can be getting the bag from Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion a lot more simple than a lot of us make it. And so I'm going to show you guys exactly what to do. I'm not going to hold back any game. So make sure you guys got your notebooks out. You guys are paying close attention, and we're going to get right into it. So, first step, we want to we want to create an account with each reporting agency. So we want to have a TransUnion account. So pay the $29 a month, because through there we're signing an agreement with TransUnion. Through that agreement, they're going to let us know how to get the bag. They're going to let us know, that we can take them through arbitration. Arbitration alone is $8,000 to $18,000. So they're not going to want to go through arbitration. So I'm going to show you guys how to get the arbitration, agreements and clauses, and we're going to be able to use these agreements against them But before we do that, we got to have the actual account set up. So go set up an Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion account, the mobile app, and have that app. Even if you got to pay the $29 a month to check your credit report or get the Experian boost or whatever it may be, through that you guys are gonna be able to get thousands. And so first step, and I got a mentee, and I'm gonna get on a phone call with him as well too, where he's gotten the bag already from them specifically. So this isn't just something in which I found on the internet. We got the receipts as well too to show. So I'm out and about in Canada traveling, so I don't have any of my paperwork with me, but I'm gonna get one of my mentees, and that's where I believe that the power truly comes. Yes, of course, my teachings, I can teach you guys everything, but it's a lot more powerful when the people in which I'm teaching as well too are getting the results, and now they're able to teach people as well too. I always talk about a billion lives. That's not going to happen from me empowering a billion lives, directly. It's going to take me. It's going to be a domino effect of me empowering each one of you guys to be able to go do the same as well too out and about in the world. So, first step, like I said, getting having that account set up with the reporting agencies. Now that we have the account, now we sign the agreement. Through the agreement, now we can use it against them. From there, we're going to draft up a notice of dispute letter. Remember to use that Chat GBT as well too. Use Chat GBT to draft up. Say Chat GBT, draft me up a notice of dispute letter for Equifax, and then create. Put the accounts, put the account type. You could put in one law within the Fair Credit Reporting Act. You could put the just within congressional findings alone, 15 USC 1681. You could also use permissible purpose 1681B. That's two findings alone right there. To get the bag within the FCRA, we got to remember that that's 15 USC 1681N, and that's per violation, $1,000 per violation. So outside of the arbitration, we could also pile up the violations in which we're going to be getting through the findings of the first notice of dispute. So once again, step one to draft up the dispute, we're going to use ChatGPT. We're gonna put 1 to 2 findings within the FCRA. We're gonna type that, integrate that within the ChatGPT. It'll generate a letter in less than a minute. We're gonna send that letter to Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Once we've sent that to them, they're gonna send it back saying, oh, these accounts are, how many of you guys drop something in the chat box if you guys have gotten back from the reporting agencies, oh, this information has been accurate or it's verified. That's what we want. And for Experian, actually, there's an actual physical address in which we're gonna get the bag from. So we're not gonna just use any basic address. There's specific addresses we want to be using as well too. So I guarantee you, none of you guys know about this address for Experian. And so for finding out about this address, I want everybody to go share this with 5 people. So look up the 475 Anton Boulevard address in Costa Mesa from Experian. If you look on the Better Business Bureau as well too, you guys will see that that's their physical address. So if you guys want actual people to be reading your letters, 475 Anton Boulevard, and that's in Costa Mesa. Send out your letters through there for Experian. That's how you guys will get better responses for your disputes. And then also when we're talking about going to get the bag, which is the next letter I'm going to tell you guys right now, then this is the address we're going to be wanting to use well too. And also go through adr.gov. adr.gov is where you can find every bank's address for arbitration. You can also find their arbitration agreement that each bank has as well too. So if you've done any type of business with these banks, they got this arbitration agreement, and you can use this against them. You could get an official copy on adr.gov. I'm literally giving you guys a step-by-step game on not only how to go through arbitration as well too. So if you read the contract and go through adr.gov, you guys can actually take them through arbitration. Yes, it is $200, but a lot of times in the contract it states that they'll pay you back that $200. As they do go through the arbitration process, or if they decide not to go through with it and they just look to settle, they're going to pay you the 200 on top of what they are settling with. And so before we get into settling or any of the remedy, we remember there is that finding 1681N. So we drafted up the notice of dispute. After the notice of dispute, they sent us, oh, it's been verified and it's accurate. Now from there, I'm gonna go apply for some accounts. as I apply for some accounts, I'm gonna get denied because I know that I got, a charge off of my report. I got a collection. I got a bankruptcy, student loan, whatever may be on my report. I got these on my report. So yes, I'm gonna get denied. And so after I've been denied, I just sent in a notice of dispute to the reporting agencies, and then now I got denied. So therefore, from them denying me, now that's caused me mental distress. Now damages have been done. If I so happen to be in the market looking for a car and I didn't get approved for an auto loan and I was in desperate need of this car, damages have been done. That is our right, our consumer right, to the credit as a whole is the right granted, by a creditor to incur or defer payments of debt. Go look into 15 USC peace family 1602. It talks about the definition of credit, and so understanding that family now. So I'm gonna rewind a little bit. We've sent out the letter. We got the agreement through ADR.gov, the arbitration agreement. We're not using that yet, though. We also got the proper addresses, for Experian as 475 Anton Boulevard. With the notice of dispute, we're adding 2 findings within the FCRA. So that's the first letter. I also highly advise sending it certified mail. So sending it, you guys don't even got to leave the house. You can do it through online certifiedmail.com without leaving the house. Pay $9 to send it certified mail. Now once I got that certified mail, and I've sent it to them, I'm gonna apply for some accounts. I'm gonna get denied for these accounts, and now damages have been done. Whether I've been in the market looking for a house, that was a damage. If I was looking for a car, that was a damage. A credit card, that was a damage. From there, now I'm gonna go ahead and draft up a pre-arbitration letter, and I'm gonna use ChatGPT again as well too. These letters are being drafted in less than a minute, 2 minutes. I'm not using 1,000,001 different codes. Y'all don't gotta be, you know, on these laws and codes hours and hours to get remedy. I'm showing you guys step by step how to do so. Once we've been denied, now we're gonna draft up the pre-arbitration. Now we're gonna use the arbitration agreement against them. So we're gonna send the arbitration agreement with the pre-arbitration, letting them know, basically in other words, if you guys don't settle, I'm gonna take you guys to arbitration. I understand. I understand. I overstand. I understand. I'm well aware of the fees and the of filing a loan that it costs for you guys to go through arbitration. So I'm giving you guys a chance to settle for $10,000. If you guys don't want to settle, then I'll take you guys through the arbitration process. And from that, that's the pre-arbitration. We're gonna draft that up within ChatGPT. We're gonna send it to Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. We already have the account, so we got the agreement with them. We're gonna send them over the agreement as well too, and a copy of our consumer report with the accounts in which we're disputing against. Also within the pre-arbitration, we're demanding a certain amount. So whatever the remedy in which you're looking for, that's the remedy for the damages that have been done. So you can do it for the findings, the two findings alone, that's 2,000, and you can add on another 5 to 10,000. Because alone the fees for filing that these corporations have to pay to go through arbitration once again is $8,000 to $18,000, and that's not even including adding in the attorneys and paying the attorneys hourly. So from there, if they don't settle from there, 90% of the time they're going to settle after the pre-arbitration. You've sent them over the arbitration agreement. With the agreement, that's all that you need. You've sent them everything you need step by step. From there, what you got to do, if they don't go ahead and correspond, is go through ADR.gov. We got all of that the documentation of the 2 certified mail letters we've just sent out. We got notice of us being denied the adverse action letters as well too. We could send that over and we could file. Then arbitration. The arbitration filing is very simple. It's on the ADR website. It'll tell you and let you know file form. It'll let you know how to do so. File the consumer arbitration form. And from there, that's how you guys will go through, and how to get the bag from Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. It's a lot more simple, as I show you guys, especially going through arbitration on the website alone, and I share my screen. But if you guys can understand the process of you sending the notice of dispute, once you send the notice of dispute, apply for the accounts. Once you've applied for the accounts, use their arbitration agreement against them. Also, send in a pre-arbitration, basically threatening and exercising the remedy codes within the FCRA. 1681 N and 1681 O. You guys can use those two to get remedy. Using those two through pre-arbitration and demanding an amount. If they don't settle from there, then we'll take them through ADR.gov, and that's where you guys can book that one-on-one consultation call with me, and we can hop on a call, and I could show you guys how to get to the bag from there. If you guys do got to go through the arbitration process, and I'll do it for free. We'll hop on a 15-minute call, and I'll show you guys. It'll take less than 15 minutes. So that's really everything. The main thing, I promise you guys, y'all gonna be getting, and you guys, we're gonna be seeing, mark my words, Quan, like within the next 30 days, we're gonna see receipts after receipts. I'm talking about 30 days, receipts after receipts of individuals that have gotten it back from the reporting agency. So let's go through, let's bankrupt them. Y'all heard it first from Credit Gotti, and let's spread this information. A lot of people can use an extra bag, a lot of people can use an extra couple thousand, but with that money we're getting, let's be smart with it now. It's never the lack of money, and which is why people are in where the situation in which they're in, but always the mindset and shifting the way and they look at things, shifting their paradigm and their way of viewing money. Because a lot of people can acquire this money but blow it the next day. So we want to be smart and know what we're going to do with the money. Look to reinvest that money to make us more money, so that we're not in the same position again. So Quan, if you got anything you want to say, lead them off
Yeah,
with this live.
yeah, bro, I like that. And honestly, so it's gonna go like this, right? So pretty much what bro is, he fulfill another different type of side, right? So he deal with the consumer law. I deal with really status correction. And with status correction comes with understanding jurisdiction. Because the main thing about you will see people online on TV arguing, oh, I'm a sovereign, or you going against my constitutional rights. But realistically, the reason what tie a lot of people into the jurisdiction of the courts is really through contract. And if you guys probably check out my live on Taquan X, I'm about to break down everything. When people dealing with contracts they have with the state, you know, um, you giving up a contractual waiver, dealing with the Constitution versus contract, because that's one of the main aspects of law that people need to understand. But really, it's a contract thing. It's not nothing that takes years. It's not nothing that you got to formulate, or it's not nothing that you even got to give a notice on. It's really removing yourself from the jurisdiction of the state, because as long as you have contracts in the state, which will be the license and the ID, the state always carry a presumption that you are subject to the jurisdiction. So you want to get rid of that presumption that you're a resident by getting rid of the state ID and the driver's license. So I go deep on that, for the most part.
Yes,
So
sir.
like I said, really a jurisdictional thing. So yeah, bro, that was deep. Arbitration letters, I never heard of it before. That's actually new.
They asked
A
us it
secure,
being a secure party creditor.
no, they
So
take on it. It's totally different. A secure party creditor is the person who try to look at everything like it's a trust situation. So if you establish yourself as a secure party creditor, you always try to make discharge or bring some sort of remedy. And it's true. It's actually okay. But um, when you're dealing with getting out of contracts versus being a secure party creditor, it's like the secure party creditor want to play the game, the person who get out of contract don't want to play the game. So it's like almost like playing with your freedom. So like you will go to court voluntarily, you will argue with the judge voluntarily, you will submit yourself to the jurisdiction voluntarily, right? But you will just argue half of the straw man. So I am the authorized representative of the alleged trust, but realistically, it's like fighting fire with fire, because 9 times out of 10 you're going to lose and get burned. I have never seen a case where a person arguing on behalf of the debtor, which will be you, the real natural living man, and just walk clean out the court. Not always. It has happened, but not always. It's very, very small percentage. But for those who actually got out of contracts with the state, all of them left, because the thing about it, the state cannot make a presumption if you have no contracts with the state. The state cannot say that you are subject to the jurisdiction with no valid address or no valid documentation to claim that you're a resident of the state. So that clears you 100%. So the secure party creditor is not trying to get clear from the jurisdiction. The secure party creditor is, I'm arguing on behalf of the trust. And most of the time, you will get burned in that game if you're dealing with that. Now, if you're dealing with business as a secure party creditor, perfect. If you're dealing with what Gotti got going on, yes, perfect. Any commercial things, it's perfect to be a secure party creditor. Anything that's dealing with credit or the monetary system, perfect for being a secure party creditor. Anything got anything to do with business is perfect to be a secure party creditor. But if you shift over and you try to mix up being a secure party creditor and interjecting that into your common law rights, you'll get burned. Because it's like you can't mix the two up. It's two different walks. It's two different walks. You get what I'm
100%.
saying? Yeah. So
You're frozen on my end.
I'm frozen. Oh,
But
damn.
yeah, I mean, we're gonna be running these calls back in general. We wanted to come here real quick, leave you guys with a quick recording, give you guys game. This is something that's gonna be on a regular, in which we're gonna be doing. Whether it's on my channel, whether it's on his. That's why I say, just so you don't miss out on the recordings, especially the ones we've already done. If you haven't watched those videos, I promise you, it'll help you guys within whatever process you guys are going through and discharging any debt from the videos in which we've done. So definitely go back, watch replays of the lives in which we've done, and let us know as well too which I would like to see more of. I'd love to get some feedback from you guys so that I know content that I could bring to you guys. Specifically that you guys are dealing with right now. We're not holding back any game on the consumer law side. So any questions, go ahead and ask away. Closed mouths do not get fed. So let's definitely, be proactive and, let's build together, everybody. And it takes a collective, and it takes you getting out of your comfort zone, and asking those questions. Any links that both can be reached out at. Uh,
Taquan X. Just
yeah,
type that. Yeah. That's it. Taquan X. Go on YouTube, Taquan X. TAQUANE space X. And you will find me.
yes, sir. Watch our lives in which we've done together.
Yes,
They've been doing
sir.
numbers. Share them, all that. I'm gonna see you guys at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. We out.
All right,
Appreciate
King.
you.
All right. Peace and love, bro.
Peace and love, brother.